Why is it that sometimes, even in your happiest moment, that small mistake you made years ago suddenly comes to mind and steals all your joy? Today, we'll talk about why your brain does this frustrating thing to you and how it may actually be trying to protect you. Do you still think over and over again about a mistake you made years ago? Maybe you are defining forgetting in the wrong way, because forgetting is not always about completely erasing a memory. Sometimes it simply means changing the place that memory holds in your mind. The brain does not delete every record. It moves some of them to the background, while keeping others in the foreground as if they are still important. And when you constantly think, why can't I forget this? Or I have to get this out of my mind, you may actually be sending your brain this message. This topic is still very important. And the mind keeps the file it considers important right on the desk. Actually, your brain does this not to harm you, but to protect you. It stores the mistake, the shame, the regret, or the hurt you experienced in the past like a warning sign, as if it is saying to you, do not experience the same pain again. Do not get wounded in the same place again. But here is the problem. If you experience what happened not as an experience that stayed in the past, but as a threat that is still continuing, the mind continues to perceive it as new. That is why some memories keep looping in the mind like an unclosed file. This is what we call rumination, especially if they include thoughts like, I wish I had done it differently. Why did I act like that? How could I have done that? The mind may be perceiving that event as unfinished, so maybe you are not just remembering the mistake. Maybe your mind is trying to change the ending of that story. Is that file, the one in your mind that keeps turning around and says, I wish I hadn't done that, still on your desk? Let's meet in the comments. There is one more thing here. Some memories remain not only because of the event itself, but because of the shame, regret, and the traumatic effect they carry. Because what we call trauma is not always only a physical danger. Sometimes it is the shaking of your basic beliefs about yourself, people, or life. In such situations, the mind keeps that memory like a guard waiting at the door. That is why you need to ask yourself this question. Is this memory truly teaching me a lesson, or is it constantly punishing me? If a memory gives you direction, then it has become information. But if it constantly pulls you into shame, guilt, and freezing, then it may no longer be a lesson. It may have become a mental debt. And remember this, the mistake you made in the past is not proof of who you are today. That mistake was only a reaction you gave with the knowledge, strength, fears, and conditions you had at that time. Maybe today you would not make the same choice. But that is exactly the point. That experience changed you. Now you can notice the behavior, relationship, or choice that no longer fits you much earlier. So forgetting the past as if it never happened may not be realistic. But it is possible to stop that past from draining energy from your life today. Tomorrow, I will explain a small but effective writing exercise you can do for this. In other words, we will talk about how to reduce the way the past controls your life today without trying to erase it. If you want more content like this, you can like the video, and if you want to invest emotionally in yourself, you can subscribe to my channel.